53 years ago, 51 years ago, in one of the most important ball games played in the World Series in the 1970s, Willie Mays took the field for New York Mets, got his last hit as a Major League Baseball player, and led them to a underdog extra inning win against the Oakland A's in Game 2 in Oakland. 51 years later, he's still making news, but unfortunately, it's sad news. The Say Hey Kid, baseball great, and probably one of the best pound for pound baseball players and athletes of his era, has passed away at 93. Now, he's known for many things in his career, but his combination of talent and exuberance and drive and overall love of the game will live forever. According to Halil Atelier of the Associated Press and also CBC, May's family and the San Francisco Giants, his original team, jointly announced Tuesday night he had died earlier in the afternoon. My father has passed away peacefully and among loved ones, son Michael Mays said in a statement released by the club. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my broken heart for the unwavering love you have shown him over the years. You have been his life's blood. Now, the center fielder was baseball's oldest living Hall of Famer. He is best known for his signature basket catch and his dashes around the bases with his cap flying off, which personified his joy of the game. His over-the-shoulder catch of a long drive in the '54 World Series is considered baseball's most celebrated defensive feat. Now, Mays died 2 days before a game between the Giants and Cardinals to honor the Negro Leagues at Rickwood Field in Birmingham. And ironically, with the adjusted stats that come out lately, I guess Willie Mays has 10 more hits. And he talked about that recently as well. Now, all of Major League Baseball is boring today as we are gathered at the very ballpark where a career legacy like no other began, Commissioner Rob Manfred said. Mays took his all-around brilliance from the Birmingham Black Barons of the Negro American League to a historic New Giants franchise. From coast to coast in New York and San Francisco, Willie inspired generations of players and fans as the game grew and truly earned its place as our national pastime. His incredible achievements and stats do not begin to describe the awe that came with watching Mays dominate the game in every way imaginable. We will never forget the true giant on and off the field. Now, the two-time MVP was a 24-all-time All-Star, a 12-time Gold Glove winner, and a recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Now, few were so blessed with each of the 5 essential qualities for a superstar: hitting for average, hitting for power, speed, fielding, and throwing. Few were so joyously exerted those qualities, whether launching home runs, dashing around the bases, loose-fitting cap flying off his head, or chasing down fly balls to the center and finishing the job with his trademark basket catch. When I played ball, I tried to make sure everybody enjoyed what I was doing, Mays told NPR in 2010. I made the clubhouse guy fit me a cap when I ran. The wind gets up in the bottom and flies right off. People love that kind of stuff. Over 22 MLB seasons, virtually all with the New York San Francisco Giants, and his last days with the Mets in the '73 pennant race, he batted .302, hit 660 home runs, with 3,283 hits, scored more than 2,000 runs, and won 12 Gold Gloves. He was Rookie of the Year in '51, twice MVP, and finished the top 10 for the MVP 10 other times. His lightning sprint and over-the-shoulder grab and apparent extra base hit in the '54 World Series remains the most celebrated defensive play in baseball history. Now, he was voted into the Hall in '79, his first year of eligibility because he officially retired in '73, and in '99 followed only Babe Ruth on the Sporting News list of the game's top stars. Statistician Bill James ranked him third, behind Ruth and Honus Wagner. The Giants eventually retired his uniform number 24 and set their AT&T Park in San Francisco on Willie Mays Plaza. Now, for millions in the '50s and '60s and after, the Smalley ball player with the friendly, high-pitched voice was a signature athlete and showman during an era when baseball was still the signature pastime. Awarded the Medal of Freedom by President Obama in 2015, Mays left his fans with countless memories, but a single feat served to capture his magic, one so untoppable it was simply called the catch. Now, in Game 1 of the '54 World Series, the then New York Giants, before they moved to California, hosted the Indians, who had won 111 games in the regular season and were strong favorites in the postseason. The score was 2-2 in the top of the 8th. Cleveland's Vic Wertz faced reliever Don Little, with none on, with Larry Doby on second, and Al Rosen on first. With the count 1-2, Wirtz smashed a fastball to deep center field. In an average park, with an average center fielder, Wirtz would have homered, or at least had an easy triple. But the center field wall, the centrally shaped polo grounds, was more than 450 feet away, and there was nothing close to average about the skills of Willie Mays. Now, decades of tape replays have not diminished the astonishment of watching Mays race toward the wall, his back to home plate, reach out his glove and haul in the drive. What followed was also extraordinary. Mays managed to turn around while still moving forward, heaved the ball to the infield, and prevent Dolby from scoring even as Mays spun to the ground. Mays himself would proudly point out that the throw was as important as the catch. As soon as I got hit, I knew it got hit, I know I'd catch the ball. Mays told biographer James Hirsch, whose book came out in 2010. All the time I was running back, I'm thinking, Willie, you got to get this ball back to the infield. Mays again was Rookie of the Year at 51, twice named the MVP and finished in the top 10 for the MVP 10 other times. Now, the idea, ladies and gentlemen, about Willie Mays, no matter what he did in the field or at the plate, he was baseball. And baseball, really, not say it's lacking that in 2024. You see it in Aaron Judge and some other key players, mostly the black and Latino players. But he was a somebody that the black community, like Jackie Robinson, like Hank Aaron, Frank Robinson, all the black greats, can look up to, because he came up literally through the Negro League system, where basically black people couldn't go to games or couldn't sit any place they wanted or couldn't use the public bathrooms. You couldn't go for lunch after the games. So he took the impression of the black athlete away from the white decision makers and made baseball for everybody. Now, again, I was lucky. I was born in 1965. I'm a child of the Montreal Expos and expansion. I'm a fan of the Oakland A's. The Oakland A's were the modern team that everybody would follow. But the charisma of the Oakland A's, that's what drew you to Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Ernie Banks as well, Billy Williams. The purity of his game, the purity of what he did. Like, he had a big connection, obviously, with Barry Bonds. And Willie was asked one time, I think it was on ESPN, he said, what's the nicest thing, what's the most you like about baseball? He said, there's no end to it. You can play, you go for an 9-inning game, could go 15, let's play 2, as we say. You go for a doubleheader. There's always something going on in baseball. See, I played senior baseball for 2 years, and I can proud to say the majority of people I played with on those squads, I still have a connection with them years later. Hockey's Canada game, but baseball is what built America. From the industrial U.S. to the expanded U.S., civil rights U.S., and currently right now, what baseball is, there's so much talent going on, and to see pretty well every country in the world be able to give players to Major League Baseball. So, Willie, the best we can say is thank you for who you were. The idea is, ladies and gentlemen, your heroes don't die. Your heroes are always around you. Whether he died last month or 10 years ago or 10 years from now, we celebrated Willie Mays. He'll never die, because in the mind of every baseball player, there's great-grandfathers who teach the kids in Little League who Willie Mays is, because they were taught by their grandfathers. Okay? And on our channel here, we talk about the history of baseball. Going back, I think we go back to 1870 now on the channel, and the Negro Leagues and all that. All I can say, forgot Fergie Jenkins as well. He's another one of the Willie Mays. We don't look at the color of the skin. We look at the quantity of his character and the quantity of his talent. So, Willie, rest in peace, brother. We're going to miss you. It's kind of ironic, one of the biggest days in the Canadian schedule every year, American Eric icon dies, and I think everybody's taking a step back from the game and just soaking in what Willie Mays meant to us. Willie, rest in peace, brother. See you on the other side. Have a good one. Bye.